The next matter is the state of New Hampshire versus Yakov Abuhov, docket number 23CR008.
Now?
Yes.
That's the trial, yes. I am Judicial Referee Rod Boyle in the 11th Circuit Court. Looking forward to hearing this afternoon. This is apparently a trial, is that right?
What?
This is a trial, and for a not guilty plea?
Correct.
All right. For the court today, we have both parties. Is the state ready to proceed?
State's ready, Judge.
So the state has the burden of proving you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, so they have to go first.
State calls Officer Sam Frank.
Come on up, sir.
I didn't just come here. I'm here to testify.
So you swear the testimony you're about to give in the matter of hearing before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Please be seated and please state your name and spell your last name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Sir?
My name is Samuel Frank, and the last name is spelled F-R-A-N-K.
Thank you, sir.
What's interesting about Sam Frank, he is a former chief of the town of Canaan, New Hampshire. And it says here, ex-Canaan cop had ability to delete cruiser videos day of alleged assault. Now, that wasn't him, but let's go down here, skip through. You can read this on your own time, but I'll have a link in the description. But look right, let's see here, where Sam Frank shows up in this article. Frank told Fortier that Provenza passed a lie detector test when he went to work for state police, in that he's satisfied Provenza is telling the truth. Oh boy, oh boy. Here it is. Fortier also spoke to Christine Day, the department's administrative assistant, who said Chief Samuel Frank kept the investigation into Wright's arrest hush-hush. She said Frank had given Provenza administrative rights to the computer system that even she and the two department sergeants did not have. So he basically gave him the reins to delete the videos from the dash cams of what says here, fishy activity, a little fishy, that the data had been removed. It's crazy, guys, crazy. All right, let's get back to the trial here.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Can you please tell us what you do for work?
I'm a police officer.
In what law enforcement agency?
Right now, I'm currently employed with the town of Grafton.
Full-time, part-time?
I am a part-time officer with the town of Grafton.
Okay, are you certified as a part-time officer?
I'm certified as a full-time officer.
Thank you. And what are your duties, sir?
I do general patrol stuff for the town of Grafton
How long have you been an officer for Grafton PD?
since January 1st of January.
Of this year?
Yes, right around the 1st of January.
Thank you. And have you been an officer at any other law enforcement agencies?
Yes, I've been a police officer since 1995 in the town of Canaan.
Okay, what positions did you hold in Canaan?
I started out as a patrolman, and my final 16 and a half years, I was chief of police there.
Thank you. And were you working as chief on December 2nd of 2022 around 10:23 a.m.?
I was.
And what were you doing?
I was just out on patrol.
Did anything catch your attention?
It did.
What was that?
I was going up over Regan Road, and I noticed a vehicle in front of me. It ran the stop sign at Regan Road and High Street. And then shortly after that, there's another stop sign on Regan Road that intersects the intersection of Canaan Street. When the vehicle came to that intersection, it actually came to a stop. But I noticed that the brake lights were out on the vehicle. And then the vehicle proceeded through. After it stopped, I activated my emergency lights for the violation of the stop sign previous and the brake lights, and attempted to pull the vehicle over.
Okay. What road was the vehicle driving on when you attempted to pull it over?
It was pulling onto Canaan Street from Regan.
Okay. And is Canaan Street open to the public?
It is.
Is it maintained by the town of Canaan?
It's maintained by the state of New Hampshire.
Thank you. State asks that the court take judicial notice that Canaan Street is a way in the state of New Hampshire.
I will.
Thank you. What happened when you activated for emergency lights?
The vehicle didn't pull over immediately, it kept rolling. It went about I don't know, I would say a quarter mile, almost, and then it turned left into a parking lot that is used for a ball field, that is off that street.
Did you approach the vehicle?
I did.
What, if anything, did you notice at that vehicle?
I made contact with the defendant, who was sitting at the defendant's table, and asked him for his license and registration. Got that stuff and noticed that his vehicle, at that point, was also uninspected.
How did you know it was uninspected?
It had an expired, orange, 8 sticker on it, which is expired in August of that year.
And you pulled him over in December of 2022?
Correct, so it was expired by 4 months.
So, you just indicated the defendant. Can you tell us where he was sitting?
He was in the driver's seat of the vehicle.
Okay. Where is he sitting?
Oh, he's sitting at the defendant's
And
table.
can you identify a piece of clothing?
In a gray suit.
Thank you. State asks that the court, take notice of this for purposes that you
Sure.
had. Thank you. So, you said that the vehicle's inspection was expired.
That is correct.
Okay, did you speak to the defendant about that?
I did.
What, if anything, did he say?
I don't recall saying anything about the inspection. We talked about him not stopping immediately and that sort of thing, trying to educate people to the right stop. He gave me his license registration, and at that point I noticed the vehicle was registered in September. I think it was like sometime around mid-September. Had been registered according to the registration, I don't know the exact date. But it was well past the 10 days it was allowed for the inspection.
Between registration and inspection, right?
Correct. There's a 10-day grace period after you register your car to get your vehicle inspected, and it was well beyond the 10 days by like 2.5 months.
Thank you. What did you do?
I returned to my cruiser, ran his information. I issued him a summons for the inspection. I gave him a warning for the stop sign and the brake lights.
So you didn't give him a ticket for having brake lights on?
No, I did not.
And you didn't give him a ticket for rolling the stop?
No, I did not.
Thank you. Nothing further from the stage.
So this is your opportunity to ask questions of the police officer. It's not your time to tell the other side of the story. That'll come in a moment. But if you have any questions of the officer, you may stand and ask him those now.
So, at the time you were working for what department?
I came to the police department.
I know you're working for,
I'm sorry?
and at the moment you're working for what department?
Grafton Police Department.
That is, you said, part-time?
Yes, sir.
How many hours an hour should you work in town?
Questions from relatives?
I'm going to allow the question.
It depends, but generally 24 hours a week, give or take. It varies week to week.
Before you saw, my vehicle, where were you coming from?
I don't recall. I was just out on patrol, so I don't remember if I was coming from the station or downtown area.
The general patrol, no specific destination?
No.
So heading nowhere, basically nothing better to do.
I'm sorry, this is what?
Basically nothing better to do.
I can't understand what you're, but nothing what?
It's fair to say you had nothing better to do. You weren't on the way anywhere else.
No, sir, I was just on
No
patrol.
official business. Okay. Do you drive a manual car, or do you know how to?
I do know how to drive a manual car, yes.
Would you say it's a must to use the brakes to slow down the vehicle?
No, it's not a must to use it to slow down. No.
Okay. So it's possible the vehicle would slow down without using brake lights.
Sure.
Now, when you generally ask for a vehicle to stop when you initiate your emergency lights, should the vehicle stop immediately any place?
The law says you need to pull to the right and stop as soon as possible.
So as soon as possible is within the limits of the law.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
When you say as soon as possible, what is that, what's the exception?
I don't know, sir.
You said as soon as possible, that means, it's not immediately, but as soon as possible.
Yes, as soon as safely possible.
Safe as possible. Alright. Would you say safe to stop in the middle of the road?
In the middle of the road?
Yeah.
No.
When you initiated your emergency lights, is there a safe space on the side of the road to stop?
Yes, sir.
That's your opinion?
Yes, sir.
I'll reject this for that.
I've stopped
That's
business
okay.
cars in that location before.
Yeah, but I've seen you stop vehicles many places, and in my opinion, that would be unsafe.
Okay.
Alright, so back when you went to school for becoming an officer, what did they teach you regarding inspections?
I went through a substantial course for motor vehicle law. It was, I can't remember the exact hours, but it was a huge block of instruction for motor vehicle law. Covered all the motor vehicle rules and regulations, including inspections.
Mm-hmm. So you're familiar with the RSA's on inspection?
Roughly, yes.
Would you be able to quote what the definition is for an inspection sticker?
No, sir.
Are you familiar with the Director of Transport, the definition of an inspection sticker?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you know the Director of Transportation's definition for inspection sticker?
No.
So what protocol do you follow when determining if a vehicle is
The state of New Hampshire issues you official inspection stickers by every official inspection station that's sanctioned by the state of New Hampshire. Every one of them is the same, except for the information on any serial number that's assigned.
And you know that how?
Because that's how it works. I mean, that's just how the law is, and that's what New Hampshire does.
Is that what you told you in the course?
No,
So what did you tell you in the course?
I don't recall.
Okay.
That was 28 years ago.
Okay, so when you stop a vehicle, what protocol are you following? Is there a Canadian Police Department protocol for such an
No,
inspection?
I'm following the protocol of RSA 266.5, which is the inspection.
Okay.
It says that we want to must be inspected.
Okay. Does it, in 266, in fact, does it say anything about the inspection itself?
I'm not sure what you're asking. It says the vehicle must be inspected, yes.
Okay. And how did you, according to that RSA, how did you determine if a vehicle is inspected or not?
If there's a valid sticker on it.
Okay, what is a valid sticker?
It's a sticker that's provided by any official inspection station that shows a valid color and a valid number that is assigned to that truck or that vehicle when it's inspected.
And against what database do you check these inspections and stickers?
There's no database. It's a visual sticker. There's colors for every year, and there's numbers on it.
So you're
If it
looking,
goes beyond the number and the color is wrong, it's uninspected. It hasn't been inspected that year.
so when you stop a vehicle, you're looking for a colorful sticker with a number on it.
I'm sorry, see, when I stop.
When you stop a vehicle, and you
Yes.
check if the vehicle is inspected,
Yes.
you're looking for a colorful sticker with a number on it.
Correct.
No other details on it.
If it looks valid and it appears to be valid, I don't check any of the details. If it does not appear to be, then I can check other details.
What makes the sticker valid?
I just told you that's it. The color of the sticker and the number on it.
So that's all you get.
And, well, it's got the state seal and other information from the state.
What information about the
It's got the vehicle, some of the partial VIN number. It's got, sometimes it has the mileage, the date, the inspection station. And it also has to accompany, the state of New Hampshire issues you a inspection report. It's an 8 by 11.5 by 8 piece of paper. That when you get your car inspected, it prints out all the information and that accompanies your inspection sticker, and that's supposed to stay with your vehicle.
Do you normally ask for such a document?
No, not unless I need to.
So it's fair to say you're only the way you determine if a vehicle is inspected or not, if it has a sticker with the number on it.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
It's fair to say that the only way you know if a vehicle is inspected or not, you said there's no database to check these against. So it's just a sticker that you look for.
Or the piece
Number.
of paper, correct.
or the piece of, but
Right.
you don't ask them.
Every sticker, every place puts a valid sticker. If it's a valid sticker, it's valid. If it's not, it's not. I mean, there's not a lot of gray area there. It's either an official valid sticker or it's not.
And the driver is required to carry the piece of paper that validates the sticker,
Yes, actually, they're supposed to have those with them.
but you don't routinely you don't ask for it.
I don't need them because if I can see it's a valid sticker, there's no need to check it against the paper.
So you are certified by the state to, under the Director of Transportation, to initiate traffic stops,
Yes.
and specifically for inspections.
Well, that is included. I'm a full-time certified police officer in the state of New Hampshire, who uphold all laws and rules and regulations according to the state.
Have you read the Director's rules on inspections?
I'm not sure which rules are those.
The Director's.
Well, there's a lot of rules.
Yeah, regarding
The
inspections.
SAF rules? Is that what you're talking
Yes.
about? Yes, I have them.
Yeah. But you're unable to.
The SAF rule book, if you're familiar with them, is about that thick.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them. I have read through them.
Mhm.
I can't recall them verbatim now.
But it is part of your job to enforce it.
Yes, sir.
But you don't really know.
I'm sorry?
But you don't really know.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Verbatim. I can tell you that it says that you have to have a valid sticker on your car. I know that for a fact,
Okay.
okay? If that's what you're asking. I'm not sure, I'm trying to understand what you're asking.
No, that's fair. Right, I'll be on for now.
Alright. Can you redirect?
Yes, the defendant did not have a valid sticker on the car on the day you stopped, correct?
That is correct.
And do you have any further contact with this defendant in this vehicle after December 2nd, 2022?
I have stopped him again.
How is that relevant?
You know, Judge, it just goes to the fact that he knew it was invalid and he continued driving.
I'm gonna succeed.
It's very regarding to your case.
But it was expired at the time that you stopped, correct?
Yes, by a few months.
Thank you.
Alright, you may step back, please, thank you.
Appreciate it.
State question.
So the state's now arrested, that means that's all the information they're gonna give me concerning this complaint. This is your time during the trial where you can present evidence either by testifying or calling witnesses or presenting documents to the court. You have no obligation to do any of that if you don't want to, because the burden's on the state to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But if you do desire to testify or present any evidence, you may stand and do that now.
I have a question, I forgot to ask in the beginning, what's the court's rules regarding filming in the courtroom?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the court's rules in regarding to filming in the courtroom?
I always allow people to film in the courtroom.
So there's no requirement for a phone number or email address?
I frankly don't know whether the clerks has that requirement or not, but when I have a request for somebody to film in my courtroom, I always grant it.
Okay, thank you.
However,
Yes.
my question is, do you have any witnesses or documents or testimony that you want to give to the court concerning this complaint?
I have a closing statement, but I don't have any evidence.
Okay, so the defense rests?
Yep.
All right, so the state has the burden of proving you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, so they get to argue last, so you can argue now.
Alright.
Sir, please stand, and you can stand there, or you can come on up to the podium, whichever you prefer.
So the RSA's make no mention of the definition for inspections. I myself found, nothing to say what an inspection should be, and well, the RSA only mentions that it has to have a valid inspection sticker. And that's what the officer goes by. He has no other information to say that the vehicle is uninspected or not. As he said, he goes only by the sticker. He doesn't know any rules or any RSAs to back up what the sticker should be or how it should be presented in any specific manner. Pretty vague on what a valid sticker is. It seems like I can put just any colorful sticker with a number on it, and that's an inspection sticker. Neither did I find under the RSA's RSA 21 for authorization for the director any the making of the inspection sticker. It has an inspection itself, but if the RSA is going to go by if a valid vehicle is one with a inspection sticker, but yet the director doesn't have an authority to make the inspection stickers himself, it's kind of unclear to me where that falls in the middle for the driver to obtain such a thing. That specifically talks about specific inspections, sorry.
Thank you, sir. State, do you want to present the argument?
Your Honor, Chapter 266 of the RSA authorizes or requires drivers within the state to inspect their vehicles. Chief Frank stopped the defendant, identified the inspection sticker on his vehicle as expired, and as such, he was in violation of the statute. He should be punished.
Thank you.
Can I remind you of
Of course.
Yeah, so, she said it's based on the sticker, but if the officer giving the ticket doesn't know what the sticker is or should be, I don't know what authority he's giving out tickets if he doesn't know his basic duties of the job.
All right.
He recognized it as an expired inspection sticker.
I understand.
But you have no database to check that if it's true or not.
I understand. So the court has before it one complaint, alleged motor vehicle complaint, from the second day of December 2022. This is a complaint that is alleging a violation of the state's motor vehicle inspection laws. It's a violation of an offense. The state of New Hampshire has state inspection laws that require motor vehicles that are operated on the way in the state of New Hampshire to be inspected on a regular basis. That program comes under the Department of Safety, the Director of Motor Vehicles, and it's administered by the Division of the State Police. In essence, what has to happen is when somebody has a motor vehicle that is registered in the state of New Hampshire, they have 10 days after the registration to have the vehicle inspected by a certified inspection station that is certified by the Director of Motor Vehicles in the Division of State Police, who monitors those inspection stations. They provide inspection stickers to be affixed to the motor vehicle, and those inspection stickers are color-coded for each year. The color changes every year. In addition, numbers are affixed to that inspection sticker, which indicates the month of the year that it was issued, and then subsequently the month of the year that it would expire a year later. That is usually the month of the operator's, or the person's, not the operator, but the registered owner's birth, but not always the case. The safety regulations, that is the regulations of the Department of Safety, are the ones that identify all of the requirements of the state inspection laws. Now, police officers in the state of New Hampshire are tasked with enforcing the laws of the state. That includes the motor vehicle laws, that includes the state inspection laws for motor vehicles. In this case, the chief of police for Canaan testified that he was on duty on the day in question, that he was on a routine patrol, that he observed a motor vehicle. He observed that motor vehicle commit a couple of motor vehicle offenses, a failure to stop at a stop sign or a stop light, and another motor vehicle offense of having a defective equipment on the vehicle, that is, the brake lights not working in the rear of the vehicle. The chief testified that when he observed those defects, that he attempted to pull over the vehicle. He did, in fact, activate his emergency equipment to pull over the vehicle. The vehicle eventually pulled over into a parking area off to the left side of the road. The chief testified that he had a conversation with the operator primarily on the issues of the stock, the failure to stock, and the defective equipment. But that he also observed at the time that there was an uninspected, or an expired state inspection sticker. He observed that because he observed that the color was wrong for the date in question, and that the date was wrong, that it had in fact expired several months earlier. So the chief decided to exercise his discretion there on the side of the road and not write up a ticket for a stop sign violation, and not write up a ticket for defective equipment, but to issue a ticket for uninspected motor vehicle. The court believes that the state has in fact proven all of the elements of the offense that they need to beyond a reasonable doubt, and would enter a finding of guilty to a violation of the inspection. That being the case, I'm going to impose the standard fine plus penalty assessment for a total of $74.40. Sir, you may pay that fine at the clerk's office on your way up, and I appreciate the fact that it came to court appropriately dressed. Thank you.
Can I do that in community service?
You need to check with the clerk's office to see whether or not community service would be appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're free to go. Thank you. We have a hand ready, Karen?
State versus Anna Williams. Yes. Oh, yes. That's right.
Yo, man, you got a cigarette to bum off here?
Yeah. Free Talk Live.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
You all right?
Yeah, I'll take your light. I'll borrow your lungs, too.
Yeah, man. Oh, what you listening to there?
Oh, this is Free Talk Live. You never heard of them? You can call in. You can say whatever you want, man. It's free talk, free speech.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Hell yeah, that's what's up. I'll check them out.
Thanks for the cig, man. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good day.